Live across Perth and Western Australia.
Mornings with Nadia Mitsopoulos on ABC Radio Perth, WA and the ABC Listen app.
And it is 11 minutes to 11 on this special Anzac Day edition of The Morning Show. And I do want to take you to Japan now, where a group of WA high school students have been taking part in Anzac commemorations as part of the annual Premier's Anzac Tour. Now, this year marks the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. So what have they learnt? Well, let's ask Lily Moses. She's a Year 11 student at Champion Bay Senior High School, and she's just attended the Anzac Day service at the Yokohama Commonwealth War Cemetery. Lily, hello, and thank you so much for making some time to talk today.
Yeah, hi, thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So, Lily, tell me about this morning. How have you spent the day so far?
It was a pretty early start. We've just come down to the Yokohama War Cemetery, and it has been an incredible morning. We started with, just kind of going around looking at the different gravestones, having some personal quiet time to commemorate for ourselves. And then we moved on to the actual service, which was very well done. One of my friends did the wreath laying for us. And I was surprised with just how many people were here, especially in a foreign country, how many people still cared about the Anzacs here.
You've spent some time in Japan now commemorating the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. How do you reflect on what you're learning about and what you've learnt from the experience so far?
Yeah, well, the reflecting has been an extremely important part of it. And at the end of each day, we have a debrief meeting to kind of unpack the day's events as a group, which is especially helpful for the more emotional charged days where we just need to talk to each other about the stuff that we've been seeing, such as when we visited the Hiroshima Peace Museum. We've really fostered a caring environment.
Tell me about that.
The Hiroshima Peace Museum was... I can't even explain properly in words how incredibly moving it was. We only had about a short hour stay there, but it was just, it altered my perspective completely. You can't even, capture in words how moving it is to be there. And, as soon as we entered the museum, it was a different kind of air. There was just dead silence, and everyone there, we all were in awe of what had happened and how horrible that was. It was completely just a profound experience. Seeing how strongly those cities were impacted by the bombs, and to stand there and know a city as big as Perth was just completely flattened for a 2-kilometre radius. Just 8 years ago, exactly where we were standing, there was a bomb dropped there. And also just the kind of hope that was fostered there as well, seeing how they rebuilt it, and instead of just mourning the experience forever, spinning it into a new light and promoting peace through that.
Wow. Quite confronting?
Extremely. We saw some very confronting imagery and heard lots of very personal stories, which were probably the most moving, especially being... Well, most of us are 15, 16-year-olds, and hearing kids our age having to step up and, take on leadership roles in those trying times.
My incredible guest this morning is Lily Moses. She's a Year 11 student from Champion Bay Senior High School in Geraldton, and you had to write an essay to apply to go on this tour, Lily. Why did you want to do this?
Well, at the start of last year, I just kind of promised myself that any opportunities I saw, I would take. And when my teacher mentioned the Premier's Anzac Student Tour, I knew it was not an opportunity I could miss. I ended up writing my essay about the Sandakan Memorial and Boyup Brook and Teg McLaughlin's story, which was very inspiring. I would definitely recommend looking into that for anyone listening. And I don't regret it at all. I didn't think I'd get in, but to be here now, I would recommend everyone to just have a go. Even if you don't think you have a chance, you do.
When you come home, what will stick with you? With what you've seen, what you've heard, the people you've met, what is it that will stay with you forever, Lily?
I think the whole experience has just completely altered how I see the world. But the one that really stuck out to me was Mr. Sweeky, who we spoke to a couple of days ago. He was a atomic bomb survivor. He's now 98 years old, and he learned English at the age of 90 to be able to spread his story to the Western countries, because that's where he believes it's very important. He didn't think it was only Japanese people were able to hear the first-hand retellings of the bomb survivors. And yeah, at the age of 90, he felt it important enough to learn a whole different language just so that he could spread the message of peace. And I think that's really important to remember, and I'll be taking that back to Australia and spreading it to as many people as possible.
I'm so
that's
glad
what he really
I'm so glad you said that,
peace.
Lily, because that is your job now. He's passing the baton on to you, and you have to talk and you have to share these stories. What an incredible person you are. Thank you so much. I think you've learnt a lot, and you're going to come back much wiser, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. Lily Moses, thank you. Year 11 student. She's on the Premier's Anzac Tour. I love speaking to these kids. I try to get someone on that tour every year on Anzac Day because I think they're just amazing.